Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to the Edgar-O world, and welcome back to the House of Nightmares. Alright you guys, so in today's video I wanted to do something to help you guys out start off your Chucky collection. Now I've seen a lot of comments in my comment section asking me, hey, where do you buy your Chucky dolls? How do you get your Chucky dolls? How are you able to afford your Chucky dolls? Now I know I did get into a little bit of details on some of these questions in my Chucky documentary, which is one of the best Chucky documentaries out there, duh, because we worked so hard on this documentary, so make sure you check it out if you are obsessed with Chucky, because it is a really good Chucky documentary and it's called My Obsession with Chucky Dolls. So that's pretty much what I want to do in today's video. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you every single life-size Chucky doll that I have. I'll tell you how much I pay for them. I'll explain to you where did I get them from and some of the websites where I usually search for Chucky dolls. And as we keep talking about the Chucky dolls, I'll explain to you a little bit more about everything else. Now, of course, when we're talking about life-size Chucky dolls, I don't necessarily mean these life sizes, because a lot of people think that these would be considered Chucky life sizes. Now, these to me aren't really life size. These Chucky dolls to me are more like plush dolls. So in today's video, we're not really gonna be talking about these specific life size Chucky dolls. We're gonna be talking about the real expensive life size Chucky dolls, kind of like the Trick or Treat Studios life size Chucky dolls. Now, I really don't have a lot of exclusive life size Chucky dolls. I only have about 7 life size Chucky dolls. So we'll pretty much talk about just those 7 life size Chucky dolls. But yes, we'll get into all of that, and to make this video not too long, we're gonna skip the Spencer's life-size Chucky doll, you know, the basic one that's $50. We're gonna skip that one because we don't really care about that one. But I will be talking about the much more older version of the Spencer's Chucky doll, the one that came in the big black box. We will talk about that one. And yeah, so let's just jump right into the video. This video is going to be about all the life-size Chucky dolls. Hopefully this video is helpful for you guys and for anybody who's in love with Chucky and Chucky dolls. So let's jump right into the video and let's begin. Alright you guys, so the first life-size Chucky doll that I want to talk about is, I believe, the very first life-size Chucky doll ever invented. I think this is the Chucky doll that started it all, and this is the life-size 25 inches Spencer's Chucky doll. Now this is a talking Chucky doll, but it's not a talking Chucky doll where the mouth moves. It comes with a little stand, and the stand has a button on the bottom where you press it and it says a couple of words from the movie. Now this was a Spencer's limited edition Chucky doll, and I say limited edition because this is no longer available at Spencer's. Now these dolls came out in 1998 or I believe 1999, one of those 2 years, and these were only exclusive at Spencer's. When these dolls came out, they were $89.99, and if you ask me, back in those days, I probably would have thought that was a lot of money, only because back then was just a different time. But yeah, this is one of the dolls that this was actually my very first Chucky doll. Not specifically this one, but I did have bought this one, and I still have the original one. I've always talked about it. I talk about it in my Chucky documentary. So yeah, this is one of the first life-size Chucky dolls that ever existed. Now, like I said, these were limited edition. You can't find them at Spencer's. The only one you can buy at Spencer's is those really cheap, really cheap Chucky dolls, which is, I think they're like $49.99. So the only place you would probably be able to find one of these Chucky dolls is, your best bet is eBay. That's where I got mine, and I don't remember exactly the dollar sign that I paid for this doll, because I did get the bundle. I got this one and then I got the Tiffany one. If you don't know, there is a Tiffany doll that comes in a box just like this one. So if you are looking to buy one of these, be prepared to pay a lot of money, because these are, I guess what you would say vintage, or what you would call vintage, because these are like literally the OGs, the old school life-size Chucky dolls. Is it worth it? Well, if you ask me, if you are a person who cares about stuff like that, then yeah, it's worth it. it. But if you just don't care about the packaging, if you just don't care about how old they are, then I would say no, it's not worth it. But if you want to be a Chucky collector and you want to start collecting Chucky dolls, then yes, this is definitely one that is worth it, because it's, like I said, it's one of the first ones, or I should say the very first life-size Chucky doll that has ever come out. And this is the OG, the original life-size Chucky doll. So yeah, this would be worth it if you can find it on eBay. I would also look for it on Etsy and maybe even Craigslist if people around your community are selling them. Alright you guys, moving on to the next life-size Chucky doll. Now this next Chucky doll is a little bit similar to the last one, but it's a little bit more, I guess, of an upgrade, and that is the Camee Bride of Chucky life-size. Now like I said, this does look a lot like the other one, but this one is a little bit more on the upgraded side of the spectrum, because this one actually does talk, meaning it moves its mouth and the eyelids also move. Unfortunately, I don't have batteries. This one doesn't have batteries to test out, but yes, his head moves side to side, the mouth moves, and the eyeballs also move side to side. Now this was first released in 2007 by Camee, and if you guys don't know, Camee has released a lot of life-size props and animatronics. They were very popular and very known for releasing life-size like Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Pinhead, Hannibal Lecter, so on and so forth, which I'm so proud to own all of those. So of course it's no shocking that they came out with their own life-size Chucky doll. When this came out, this was $79.99, which was $80. Now this was in 2007. I do believe that it is a much more better price than the Spencer's one, because this one does a lot more than just have a voice box. The Spencer's one had a voice box and it was $90. This one has more than just a voice box. It comes with a stand, the mouth moves, the eyelids move, and the head moves. And just like the last one, this was a limited edition. This is no longer found at the Camee website. I don't even think the Camee website exists. I could be wrong, do not quote me, but if you are looking to find this one, this is a really rare guy to find, but it's not impossible to find. I did get this also on eBay, so your best bet would be to look for him on eBay. Also try Amazon. I have seen a couple of sellers selling them on Amazon, but again, you're gonna be looking to pay for a lot of money for these guys, because these are not cheap at all. Alright, and moving on to the next life-size Chucky doll, and the next one that I'm gonna show you, it's of course the infamous, the most popular one, TNG Props Bride of Chucky doll. Now I don't remember exactly what year TNG Props came out and started selling these. I think I bought mine in 2012, and this guy was just a really good prop to own. Now at that time, nobody was making life-size Chucky dolls like this one, so when TNG Props came out and it said, hey look, we're making these, everybody was trying to get one, because it was the closest that we could get to a life-size Chucky doll that looked like this. Now you guys, this prop is really good made. It's really heavy, it's really stuffed. I've talked about this Chucky doll so many times. A lot of people don't like the hair. The hair does feel like hay, and I mean, I don't really mind it for what it was, or I should say for what it is. Now I do believe TNG Props is selling this for $500 now. I could be wrong, I don't remember exactly how much they're selling it for today, but you could find their website or their page on eBay, because they do have an eBay account. They also have a Tiffany, but I would honestly recommend this. Even though now we do have Trick or Treat Studios coming out with their own version, we have NECA coming out with their own version, a lot of people might not want to get this one because it doesn't look almost identically to the movies. But the reason why I said I probably would recommend this if you do have the money is only because this is a custom doll, which means not everybody is going to have one of these. And if you get the Trick or Treat Studio ones or the NECA one, a lot of Chucky fans are gonna have that, which is a really good thing. It's not a bad thing, but if you want something that's not like everybody owns one, everybody knows about it, this is the reason why I would probably tell you to get one of these, because I don't know, these guys are just really well made, and I've had this for so many years and it still looks like when I first got him. So yeah, this is a really good custom Bride of Chucky doll. Alright you guys, moving on to the next life-size Chucky doll that we have, and of course that is the next custom Chucky doll, and that is none other than the Child's Play 2 Technic Art Chucky Doll. Now, if you are a Chucky collector who collects Chucky dolls, I am pretty sure you're familiar with TeamEdgarO and his dolls. TeamEdgarO has created so many amazing products such as this one, and when I first saw this little guy right here, I immediately knew that I needed to get one of these. And personally for me, I do think that TeamEdgarO Chucky dolls are really good and well made. I mean, the quality of these dolls are just really good. You're not getting anything cheap for these dolls. So yeah, this is a really good custom made. Now this doll does talk. It comes with the little buttons down here. Mine personally don't work anymore, and I think it's because the batteries, I think I need to change the batteries, but he does say a couple of phrases, which is something that I really like about this doll. You guys, the quality of this doll is just amazing. I would highly recommend you guys getting a life-size Chucky doll from TeamEdgarO because his quality is just beautiful. Like the teeth, the eyes, everything just looks just like in the movie, and it's not cheap. If it's not made cheap, it's not gonna cost you cheap. These dolls are not gonna be like $200-300. They're gonna be a lot more expensive than that, and that's understandable because there's a lot of people who custom made Chucky dolls who are selling them for $2,000-3,000, and I don't blame these people because when you get them, they're just top-notch quality. Now again, I don't remember exactly when I got this little guy. It might have been like 4 or 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly the dollar amount, but I believe it was between $700 to $900. I could be wrong, do not quote me. If you want an exact quote on something like this, you would have to send TeamEdgarO an email. I don't think he's selling these anymore because he does make a limited amount of Chucky dolls. So I don't know exactly how much he was selling this for, but if that's something you want to know exactly how much he was selling these for, you could send him an email on his Facebook account, his Instagram account. But I do know there's people on eBay selling this for like $2,000-3,000. Now, of course, that is a lot of money. Personally, I would not pay $3,000 for any Chucky custom doll because that's just, to me, that's just so much money on a life-size custom Chucky doll. Now, $1,000-1,500, that's a little bit more reasonable, but I do understand where all these people who custom make Chucky dolls, they have to buy the products, they have to make the products, they have to spend so much time making them. But just the fact that you're paying $3,000 for just a life-size Chucky doll, I mean, if I was rich, I would, but I'm not rich. I'm not made out of money. I don't just grow money on trees. So the prices that TeamEdgarO comes out with his Chucky dolls and his Chucky products for me are reasonable and very affordable. So yeah, I would definitely check out his work. Alright, you guys, moving on to the next life-size Chucky doll. I don't know if this would be considered a life-size, but I'm gonna include it in this video, and this is the Animatronic Roaming Chucky doll from Spencer's. Wait, no, not Spencer's. I think this was from Spirit Halloween. Yeah, this was from Spirit Halloween. This was not Spencer's. I feel like every Chucky doll comes out at Spencer's, but no, this is a Spirit Halloween exclusive. Now, this little guy did come out last year, and personally, I like him. I think this is a really good doll to own for the collection. I know a lot of people don't like the paint job on this. Personally, I really don't care because I'm not gonna be propping him up on the window or whatever the case is. So I really just like the way this guy looks. Now, when this little guy came out, he was $110. Now, that is a little bit of a stretch for a Chucky doll that looks like this. I mean, the body is not stuffed at all. It comes with this little plastic thing wrapped around its waist, and I think the reason why it's a little bit more on the expensive side was because it is an animatronic and it does move. I mean, it's a roaming. It's kind of like those cleaning Roombas that go around your house. It's pretty much the same thing, a Chucky doll on top of one of those. But you guys know Spirit Halloween does come out with coupons, and you can use one of those coupons. We personally used a 20% off coupon, so it was a lot cheaper than $110. So if you could get your hands on one of these, I say do it, but try not to pay $110. You could probably do a little bit less than that if you can. But yeah, this is the roaming life-size Chucky doll, and I really like this guy. Alright, you guys, and moving on to the next life-size Chucky doll. Whoo, child, this next life-size Chucky doll, the drama that it caused, and that is none other than the Trick or Treat Studios life-size Good Guy doll. Okay, so I don't even know where to begin with this guy right here. we're not really even gonna get into all the details that a lot of people were complaining about, but let's just say a lot of people had a lot of complaints about this good guy doll. I don't know why. I mean, I personally, for me, everything looks good for me. I don't have any complaints. The hair for me is fine. The eyes, the face, the overalls, everything about this good guy doll for me is perfect. I don't know if it's because all my life, like literally all my life since I was a little kid, since I was this tiny, I wanted one of these guys, and I finally got one. So maybe I didn't look at all the things that people were saying about it, or I wasn't being nitpicking on these little good guys. Look, whatever the case is, whatever anybody else had a problem with, to each its own. Personally, for me, this little guy was just a dream come true. And the fact that Trick or Treat Studios is coming out with a Scar version, a Tiffany doll, and a Glam doll, they are on the right path to more success. So cheers to them, because they are literally coming out with great products. And this for me is a good deal. This was $500 when he first came out. Now, if you ask me, is that a reasonable price? Absolutely. I honestly think that's almost a steal, because $500, I mean, $500 is a lot of money, but I don't think it's crazy money like spending $3,000 on a good guy doll. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of great people out there who custom made Chucky dolls, who do sell their Chucky dolls for that amount. Now, this is not a custom doll. This is I believe, a fabricated Chucky doll. Wait, is that even a word to say? What I mean to say is, this is a doll that it could easily be made in a factory. They can make thousands and thousands and maybe even millions of dolls, and it'll just probably most likely look the same. Which a custom doll is either one or two people working on it, specifically details to make it look as accurate as in the movie. So please do not get me wrong when I say this is worth $500. Now, do I think this is worth $3,000? I don't think something like this would be worth $3,000, because like I said, this is not a custom doll. Hopefully I'm making sense, but yeah, this is worth $500 if you ask me. I just love everything about this doll. I like the way that you could pose the hands any way you want. You can stand him up, you can sit him down, you can do whatever you want with this little guy. And till this day, I'm just so proud to own one of these good guy dolls, and I cannot wait till they come out with their Seed of Chucky life-size dolls, because all those with this one, the collection is gonna be just beautiful. So you guys, if you're starting a Chucky collection, this is definitely one of the first ones I would probably get. I would save my money and get one of these, because these are really worth it. And plus, they come in their own good guy box. So yes, this is a must. All right, you guys, moving on to the last but not least is another one that was very controversial when it first came out, and that is the Spirit Halloween good guy doll. So this is the official Spirit Halloween good guy doll. Now, when this guy came out, he was $89.99, which was $90. But of course, Spirit Halloween always has some coupons. So if you had a 20% off coupon, a 25% off coupon, you probably got him a little bit cheaper than $90. I know that I paid, I think it was like $72, which personally for me, I think that's a really good price. And I say that's a really good price because if you think about it, Spencer's has that cheap Chucky doll for $50. This one is $90, but if you use your coupon, you would pay a little bit less than that. Now, this guy does come in a good guy box, which is what makes the product, which is the doll, a lot more better, or I should say more sellable. Because let's be honest, if they would have just came out with this doll and they would have said this is $90, I probably would have thought that's a little bit too much money, only because this product does seem to be rushed. And what I mean by rushed is right here in the chest, it comes with a voice box, and in the back it was supposed to be some batteries. Now, I do believe Spirit Halloween their intention was to make this a talking good guy doll, but they either ran out of ideas, they ran out of time, or they ran out of money, and they decided to, you know what, let's just put it out there, let's just sell it the way it is, because we don't have any more. Whatever the case was, they slapped the $89.99 on it and said, here you go, this is our good guy doll exclusive. And honestly, for $90, it's not bad. Like I said, if you use your coupon, it's a lot more cheaper. I like the fact that this little guy does come in a good guy box. Now, you either hate it or love it. There's no in between. I know a lot of people either hate it or they love it. I love it because it comes in a good guy box. Now, of course, he does not look like a good guy doll like in the movie. I feel like this looks more like a version that came out on Cult of Chucky or Curse of Chucky. But like I said, you guys, for the price and for what you're getting, I do think it's a good deal. Now, if you own one of this, like I said, you could open up the chest. When you take off the clothes, they try to be sneaky. They did put a patch on it so nobody would know what's behind it, because it is a little bit cheap. The quality is cheap. It does feel cheap. It doesn't feel like high-end quality, and that's okay. And that is why I say it is worth the price. If you could get your hands on one of these, do it. Now, right now, if you go on the Spirit Halloween website, this is discontinued. They don't have this right now, so your best bet is to find them on eBay. But you guys got to be careful, because a lot of people are asking for a lot of money for this guy. I don't know why. I'm not stupid enough to know that this doll is not worth $500. I've seen people on eBay selling him for $500. I've seen this user selling it for $1,000. Money hungry very much? Yes. No. You guys, I'm here to tell you, do not spend that much money on a good guy doll. Not this good guy doll. The most I would probably pay for something like this would be $100, because like I said, it comes with a good guy box. But that is probably the most I would pay for this guy, at the very most. It's a good doll, it's a good replica, but no. So all those crazy people wanting $500, $1,000 for this guy, you guys are whack. But alright, you guys, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much my little rundown on the life-size Chucky dolls that I have. I'm so excited for this year, because like I said, Trick or Treat Studios and NECA are going neck to neck with the life-size Chucky dolls that they're coming out with. If I can possibly get my hands on both of them, on both sides, then I would get both of them, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys like this little rundown and you guys want to see videos like this, please give this video a huge thumbs up, especially if it was helpful, because that's really helpful for me. And if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Edgar-O, and I like stuff like this, so make sure you stick around. Make sure you click that subscriber button, because I would love to have you part of my O family. Also, don't forget to click that bell button to get notified for every single time I upload, which is once a week. If you are not new to my channel and you keep coming back, thank you. I appreciate you. I always have, and I always will. But alright, you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.